What up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome to Let's Talk Sports, y'all. We're going to chop it up today on the NFL breakdown of week 3, what happened in Colorado, so on and so forth. It's fight week out in Vegas for Charlo and Canelo, but we probably going to get into that more tomorrow, you know what I mean? Because today is all about, let's break down, first let's talk about what happened out Oregon with Coach Prime and all that. What was your thoughts on first, I know everybody's making a big deal off of the pre-game speech that the Oregon coach gave and all of the fuss that was going to. So what do you think about, the pre-game speech and the game?
Well, I think Oregon coach went in it with the right mindset, you know what I mean? Because everybody was focused on what Colorado was going to do, you know what I mean? And on Dion and on all this, but they not understanding like Oregon is a higher ranked team and they be there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but nobody is giving them that press, that pub, and the coach is like, well, you know what I mean? We ain't even chasing for them clicks. You know what I mean? We chasing for wins, and that was just some real stuff. He said that. I remember when he said, I was watching when they posted. I think they posted like at halftime or something when he said like, that Cinderella story ends the day. You know what I mean? And you gotta respect that. You know, that's not to take nothing from Dion. You know, this that and other. That was more of a. That wasn't even really. I don't really take it as a shot to Dion. It was just a shot to the world. You feel what I'm saying? Like being honest, like, we gonna go and do what we do. You know what I mean? And they went in and did what they did. Now I hate to see that they didn't have their best player on the field. You know what I mean? Hunter is a two-way player. You know what I mean? And I hate to see that he wasn't on the field. I would have liked to see him play. The results would have been close to the same. They lost the momentum. Really, when that momentum changed on them, well, they came out of the boat, doing their thing. But really, I think it was like when they went for it on fourth down and ran. That showed how much respect they had for them. They have how much respect they have for them as a team, and they let them know that look, we gonna do what we gonna do. You know what I mean?
And it's the element of surprise. A lot of people say that's a respect thing, but at the same time, it's the element of surprise. You know what I mean?
They was on their own, dog.
They wasn't expecting it though. Nobody was looking for it.
Dog. On a team, they wouldn't have done nothing like that on Georgia. They wouldn't have done nothing like that on Alabama.
Because they probably would have been like that on Clemson. They probably would have been ready for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they caught them off guard.
No, they did this where the game was still close. They did this on their own side of the field, dog. Like, dog, you just don't do that like that. What?
Go ahead. I'm just talking to the mic. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So you don't do that like that on that. And I watch a lot of college football. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of. I hear you good. I see a lot of different trick plays. I see a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, like, nah, they ain't respect them. They once they draw down the field.
He definitely wanted to run the score out. Let's be clear about that.
Oh yeah.
That was clear. He definitely made it his mission and his purpose to go out there to try to embarrass them. But it's part of the game. That comes with the territory. Like I tell everybody, you don't want nobody to do certain things. You got to stop them from doing it. So, I mean, we definitely not going to sit there and throw no pity parties. I just hope everybody that was riding with Coach Prime and them, if things get a little rough, stay the course. All the celebrities that showed up, stay the course. You know what I mean? Don't just jump on the shit.
What did Coach Prime say? He said, he better get me now.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. I mean, like, dog, nobody had them winning their first 3 games.
That's true.
And for them to be 2-1 at this juncture without their star player, I mean, come on, man. Like, it's what it is. You feel me? Like, right now, it's impressive. It's impressive. With the wins that they had last year and where they are right now, it's impressive.
Yeah. For him to step into the big leagues and have to deal with the big boys, it's okay.
They're going to get more players. They're going to get more recruits. They got to get some bigger boys on the line, but they're going to get some recruits. They're going to get some more talent and coaches. coaches, and they gonna get some more eyes on him. It's gonna be people that want to come play for Prime. He changing the face of the game.
That's true. I mean, he'll bring them in. Now let's get to the NFL. Let's get to the NFL. The number one. It's not the number one star. I don't even know how this got overlooked. Is what I'm trying to figure out. With everything that went on. I don't recall in my years of watching football a team scoring 70 points and another team getting beat by actually 50 points. Now, I've seen 50 points maybe once, twice, but the 70 points, that's new, except for college. I've seen big colleges do that to little colleges, but never in the pro ranks. What do we make of that game? What do we make of Denver? What do we make of Miami?
Miami is for real. They've been for real.
They've been for real 2 years. What?
Been 2 years. They've been for real.
They've been 2 years. They've been for real for 2 years.
Yeah. Like I said, I like their coach. I like their young coach, and that's what I'm on these days. You need that young, that new, some with a new perspective, new ways to play. You feel what I'm saying? We tried it. A little bit, with McVay, them, not the head coach, but like different coordinators. We had different coordinators, but we let them get away. And they went on and they did great things. They're doing great things now, and I really like the young coach. I really do. I sent the text a little bit ago to the guys, like, man, I really like him. They had a little post with him bebopping through, you know what I mean? And I said, I really like him. I like it. He's a vibe. You feel what I'm saying? And my thing is, them boys, they hard to keep up with, man. I've been telling people for a minute, like, with all them offensive weapons, man, they have, man. And Tua, but he has to stay healthy. That's the knock. Tua is like unbreakable. If you've seen the movie Unbreakable, you know what I mean? Like, at any minute, anybody can get hurt. But Tua, he has them tendencies. And let's just see when they face adversity. They ain't face no adversity right now, but they look really dangerous. I don't right now. If I put them in the AFC, I think it's early, but I'm saying they might be that team in the AFC. It's early, but I'm saying that. With Denver, I think Denver. I mean, stay the course. I mean, you got blown, you got boat race, but I think Denver's gonna have a solid record by the end of the year. They're gonna have a solid record. Nah. I think so. I think they're gonna have a solid record. You know what I mean?
He's too far gone.
You think so?
He's too far gone. You already 0-3 and you still ain't even played the big dogs.
That don't dog. We seen that the other day. We seen that Sunday. And you play. I mean, you play the game, you know what I mean? They all professionals, man. You supposed to lose certain games, but certain games you might supposed to lose, you don't. Brother,
you're 0-3, right? You just got beat by 50. 50. I'm looking up their schedule right now. So, okay. They get Chicago on Sunday. All right, you might get away with that. The Jets is iffy. Then you got Kansas City 2 out of the next.
The Jets is a mess right now on offense. They can't do nothing. They can't run the ball.
I disagree. Now you're going to give Denver a olive branch, but not the Jets. Have you seen the Jets schedule for the first 4 weeks?
Dog, I was a Jets. I was pulling for the Jets.
I told y'all when we did that show.
Nah, dog. AR. Listen, they based everything on AR.
Can I ask you something though? Did I say what I said when they had AR? I said what I said when they had them.
You
right?
did, but dog, listen, dog. This would be a total different story if they had AR playing right now. It would be a total different story.
I'm being honest.
They did beat Buffalo.
I'm looking at
Buffalo.
I'm looking at Denver's schedule first, right? I'm looking at Denver's schedule first. They might win 3 games this year. They might win 3.
Nah, I say they got 6. They get 6, 7.
I'll tell you what. Cool. If they get 6 wins, out of this schedule, I'm impressed.
Yeah, they'll get 6 or 7.
I'm impressed. All right. We got a receipt right here. If you got Denver winning 6 games, do you got Denver, since you saying what you're saying about the Jets and they're a mess, are Denver going to win more games than the Jets?
I don't know. I have the Jets. I have the Jets winning 8 games. I
Them
have them
boys,
winning 8.
them boys have a brutal schedule, bro. Them boys have
I
had a
understand
brutal
that, but you said that when they beat, but they beat Buffalo. Nobody didn't have them beating them. They beat them.
So they
You
only
see what I'm
won
saying?
and
They
two.
beat them.
They only 1-2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They 1-2. It's 1-2. It's early, but I'm saying they beat Buffalo. I had them losing to Dallas with AR. I had them losing to Dallas. You see what I'm saying? The Patriots, they ain't beat the Patriots in forever. That's the division game. They'll split with the Patriots. They're gonna split with the Patriots.
Okay. Now, being that we got there, I think the Jets are dumpster fire too, but I think they'll come out. I got them winning like 6 games. But that's about it. Now, you're not gonna like this. The way everything's shaping up. Yeah, Miami look good, but we know we gotta wait. We gotta watch their health and if they can stay away from the injury bug. But even with that being said, they still gonna have to have a showdown with the man named Mahomes. It's no getting around it. It's been.
I don't think they scared.
Let me tell you something. It's been 5. We have not seen Kansas City not be in the championship game in 5 years. So, I mean, right now they're getting their sea legs back. They 2-1.
You don't think Miami getting better?
I mean, look, Miami look like, but is Miami gonna stay healthy and be there when the lights come on?
If they stay healthy, they're gonna be dangerous, brother.
But again, I didn't say Mahomes didn't beat him. I said they're gonna have to see him though.
Oh, they got Robbie Anderson coming out of nowhere to catch a touchdown. chosen catching touchdowns, bro. I don't know. They see the little young running back. You see that little young boy Cook.
Watch this, everybody. Watch this.
Now
watch this.
And Wilson ain't even back yet.
Watch this. Everybody in fantasy gonna go out there and get all these guys that showed off.
You gotta go get them, dog. You got
and then watch their team. And watch their team.
You cannot go get him, dog. I've been running with Mustard all year. You can't go get him. You can't go. If you can get him, go get him.
Man, it's probably like 25 waivers in for the guys that scored on them touchdowns this weekend on them. You know what I'm saying? But listen, all right, we're gonna get to it. Right now on the NFC side, the same 2 teams that was there last year look like the 2 dominant. Look like you don't want to hear it, but it looked like San Fran and Philadelphia is still them people in the NFC side. What do you got to say about that?
You right. He'll look rough. You right. I still think San Fran is a little more together.
Yeah, that's true. Right now they're looking.
They're a little not mid-season form, but they're a little more together. They're already in their stride, brother. Philly gonna get it together. They're getting it together. Brown done came alive, but they are the teams to beat. I think I'm about to say it.
Don't.
Boy, it hurts me to say this.
Don't.
Don't
say it.
I'm gonna say it.
All right, we're gonna get to them, but go ahead, say it.
I'm gonna say it. It's still one team, and I'm not a fan, but it's one team that can change all of that, depending on the quarterback play and the coach.
I
mean, listen. It was true. I talked to this brother. This brother said, "Man, I'm not gonna be critical of them, but it's probably a letdown game. They just lost. They play it, and that's true. That's an emotional week. I mean, you lost. Hey, listen, Diggs. I give him the second best player on their defense.
I agree.
Michael Parsons is the dog. Michael Parsons. I'm about to go ahead and say he's the best defensive player. I'm about to say of all time.
Stop saying all that, man. Don't do all that, man. You're gonna get
people
get people going crazy. Wild and Let's Talk Sports, man. Don't do that,
listen, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there.
Let's not do that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's gonna be there. Michael Parsons gonna be in that conversation. So what I'm saying is, but you lost your second best player on your defense.
It was
And that's emotional.
catastrophic.
I mean, yeah,
It was
that's
catastrophic. You could tell when I looked at the first play when we was on defense and I seen the way Mike was running, I said, oh no, he checked out today. I seen it. I say he checked out. He's checked out today. And when he checked out, everybody else, but listen.
Did they look emotionally drained?
Michael was checked out. And see, and everybody feeds off him. So if Michael checked out, but here's the thing. Everybody is now. I'm gonna point out this one thing. And this what I noticed before Diggs got hurt and before this other stuff got hurt. Maurice Hooker and that boy, that linebacker Clark, get yourself together. Get yourself together. Regardless of what happened, that Diggs going down is catastrophic. So it kind of like I know how I feel, and I think I think Mike and the rest of the team felt when Diggs went down. What we thought we could possibly have a chance of doing, we know unless Jerry break out the piggy bank and make a move, Dan Quinn putting out there right now ain't gonna do it. Jordan Lewis, God bless him, he made it back on the court. He's not the answer. You have to go to those youngsters. You're gonna have to use them youngsters. I'm still trying to figure out the thing I'm trying to figure out for the Cowboy defense is this. I am still trying to figure out. You started a rookie. He played safety and corner. You started that guy in the playoffs last year. He balled out and he can't get on the field. I'm lost at why Israel Matunuka has not made it to the field. Why is somebody look? Jordan Lewis should have to fight to get that spot from that kid. He earned the spot. You let that man start in 2 playoff games last year. So why is he not? I look, Maurice Hooker or Jordan Lewis. One of y'all got to split snaps with this kid because Maurice Hooker is getting Bobby fried out there. He's getting killed out there. So this what I'm gonna do since we on that game right now.
Since we on that game,
everybody want me to Bobby fry Dak. I'm not gonna do it this week. I'm gonna give Dak an olive branch. I'm gonna give Dak an olive branch. Now. His decision-making still got a little iffy towards the end of the game, but for Dak, not only losing Diggs on defense, but you was out that joint without Tyron, without Zach, and without your starting center.
They didn't throw the interception.
He threw the interception to the end.
It did, right, like he does.
That was a desperation throw, but what I'm going to say to this,
Desperation? Okay, go ahead.
I mean, bro, it's like 2 minutes and some change left and the score 28-16. He just threw the ball up. He shouldn't have threw the ball, but I'm like, all right. But that ain't enough for everybody to bail on him.
So what did you do when it happened? What did you do? Your initial response before you went back, before you took it down, before you did anything. What did you do? When Dak goes back and he throws that interception, I'm gonna be
honest. When I looked at everything that in the first quarter, when I seen the defense get gouged, the way it got gouged for the first half of the game, how they was just getting gouged, and then I saw what was going on with the offensive line. I said, I can show you the messages. I tweeted everybody, sent my messages out, just get out the building without nobody else getting hurt. Forget this game. Okay. Just get out the building without somebody getting hurt. Listen, here's the difference. And everybody going to say, well, you was doing X, Y, Z. Here's the thing. If Zach and them was out there, the guys that was penetrating, making Dak throw the ball super early, they don't get that much penetration. Not the whole game. Okay. But it's a dumb pass. I think Dak was like, man, he just threw the ball. It's nowhere in my mind that he could think he was going to wedge that ball to Brandon Cook in the middle of the end zone with them 3 great big defenders there. It's nowhere in the world I think I can't believe he thought it. But I'm not.
What if he thought he did? What would you do?
Again, I'm gonna give him a pass for that one play. This time, I done fried the man. Listen to me. Everybody listen. I did a post not too long ago, right? I did a post about talking about that, and so many Cowboy fans. Listen, I did a good job on the post because they didn't even know I was a Cowboy fan. So they was Bobby frying me, calling me a Cowboy hater. I'm getting fried by Cowboy fans, right? To a couple of them, I just say, hey, bro, let me explain something to you. Newsflash, I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm not no Cowboy basher. I'm calling it how it is. He's not the guy. We know that. So that's why I'm even more mad
You
at
still
that.
stand on that rock that he's not the guy.
He's not that guy. He's not the guy. He's not the guy. Listen to me. He's a guy that can see. You see what McCarthy was doing, right? Even when we needed to get points, he still was managing the game.
Yeah.
He was still, because he's trying to build Dak up. You know what I mean? So Dak fell short at the end, but at the end of the day, we are a defensive driven team. So
Dak don't feel that way.
Well, this is what we might have to do though, and this is the scary part. Is either I got an idea. I think Denver is done. If I'm Jerry, get on the phone with Denver and say, listen, since if you're not gonna put my young boys out there, I'll send you a first round draft pick and whoever you want for Patrick Surtain. Flat out. Flat out. Flat out.
You're gonna give up your young boys.
I will give up a first round draft pick and whatever they want for Patrick Surtain right now. Flat out. Flat out.
So what is Dallas' identity right now, dog? What is their identity this year? This year, what is their identity?
We got to see what they do with their secondary. We got to see what they do with their secondary to see if the defense can make up for it. See what I'm saying? The defense is going to battle regardless. They're going to fight. But it's how long Dan Quinn going to leave Jordan Lewis and them guys out there to get torched before he realized he got to go with them young boys. Now, I got 2 6'4" youngins that can make plays. So I think if he mixed them in, it all depends on what they do. You know what I mean? I think the pass rush will still be formidable, but that back end has got to get shored up. Stephon Gilmore was not brought there to be a number one.
No, he wasn't.
So I'm saying.
We all know
Deron Bland played the number two for most of the year last year. So him being the number 2, we're not out of the water right there. He was the number 2 all last year. It's that number 3. It's that number 3 that's going to be the problem. You know what I'm saying? And we, like I said, we'll find out on Sunday when we play the Patriots, because they're gonna try us. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try us every which way but loose. And best believe Belichick is gonna try to, minimize Dak. So it's up to Dak to get CD going. I think we still need a bell cow. Everybody's in love with Rico Dotto. I still want a bell cow.
I like him. I like that.
I want a bell cow. I want a bell cow, but we're not gonna spend that much time on that, man. We'll revisit Dallas after the Patriots game, and we'll see where we're at, because it gets real tough after that. It gets a real tough road after that. Now, since we on the NFC East, let's talk about what happened in DC.
I can tell you what happened in DC.
What happened in DC?
They ran up. They were supposed to lose. Okay, that was a game. No, listen. Let me finish. Let me finish. No excuses. I think they got outcoached. I think they got outcoached. I think they didn't adjust. It wasn't like the Bills just ran out and put a bus on them. That's not what happened. They went down the field. They went forward on 4th and goal. They didn't get it. He threw 4 picks. I mean, they missed the field goal. I mean, they had opportunities. And before you know it, you missing opportunities, and this team putting up 7. I mean, it's what it was. At halftime, what was it? What was the score at halftime?
What was the score at halftime? I will tell you right now. Hold on.
16-0 or something like that.
Something in that ballpark. It was still manageable. It was still manageable at halftime.
I mean, and at the end of the day, I mean,
16.
Yeah. And so, I mean, if you look at the stats, if you want to go for stats and stuff, Josh Allen didn't have a super great day.
Let's see here.
He didn't have a super great day. He didn't even throw for 300 yards. You know what I mean?
You're right. He barely threw for 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. James Cook didn't run for a lot of yards.
98.
Yeah,
but all of that was at the end of the game.
Diggs, he got his. You know what I mean?
Now, listen. 2 things I got to ask about the Diggs situation. Right. Something that stood out to me. Right. You put your best corner on Gabe Davis. The
Mm-hmm.
whole game. The entire game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making this up. No, I'm not making this up.
I know.
You put your best corner on Gabe Davis. I was mad because Gabe Davis was my fantasy receiver for that game, and I wanted him to do more damage.
Yeah, to get loose. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you allow Diggs to just run with free releases for half the
Put a
game.
man on top. They tried to put a man over top. They tried.
Brother,
They couldn't.
but after he gets the bacon, when do you say I'm gonna put my best corner on him?
Like I said, dog, the whole game was a head scratcher. I mean, after they got back down and they missing field goals, they missing fourth and something at the goal. I mean, I like that.
Hold up, Dak is not the guy. The strength of Dallas is a healthy Diggs. With Diggs hurt, now the safety has to play over the top. The safety cannot play the box, so now teams will double down Parsons and run at him. But Dak not the one when that pressure is on him because Diggs injury. Dak lean on that defense, but now it's all on Dak. Like I said,
it's all on Dak, but
Dak. Listen, he need to be able to show that he's the guy. But at the same
time, the game plan has to change now.
The game has changed. Diggs changed. Diggs was such a big part of the plan that it's hard to make up for that. But mark my words, everybody remember these two names. I'm gonna keep saying these names: Israel Matumim and Eric Scott. If they can get on the field, they can change this season. So let me tell you, watch my words now. But back to
the Commanders.
Buffalo, back to the Commanders.
I said, man, the game got away from them, man, and the thing is, you wouldn't see it in the stats. You would see it in the score, but you wouldn't see it in the stat. Like Josh Allen didn't have a crazy day where you think he would have had he didn't have a crazy day. It was just they didn't throw in the interceptions. Them picks, it cost him, man. He threw 4. And at the end of the day, he's still considered like a rookie receiver. Not giving passes, rookie receiver. His knock on him coming out of college was that he held the ball too long. He's still doing that. It's going to take time. You feel what I'm saying? We knew that this was going to be growing pains in DC. We knew it was going to be growing pains. But to say in the beginning of the year that you're coming out, I'm just being real with you, with a 2-1 record right now. With a 2-1 record at this juncture. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you can't be mad. You're gonna have that up and down season. You're gonna
check it out.
Everybody knows Philly and Dallas. Pending what's going on with the defense this year. Philly and Dallas is the cream of the crop in this division. You see what I'm saying?
Speaking of cream of the crop, that's who y'all got Sunday. So what's your prediction?
I mean, they beat them last year up there, right?
No, don't tell me nothing about.
No. I'm just saying.
What do you got going on this Sunday? What does your gut tell you right now? Don't tell me what happened last year. Don't tell me what do your gut tell you right now.
I think they beat Philly.
That's your heart talking.
I mean, it's just you know me. I think they beat them. I think they beat Philly. They beat Philly.
But that was some shockwaves through the whole NFC. You know that, right?
The only thing that scares me is if you really look at the eye test and they say, okay, they 2-1. They are 2-1. That shows adversity.
Yeah.
But really, they had to come back and win with Denver.
A win is a win.
And then I'm just saying, and 1 or 2 plays go left or right. That interference, what was that interference called? Not the interference, the face mask call that Jamin Davis had. They didn't call. He did a face mask. He didn't call. I mean, could have went this way. We talking different. We talking 1 and 2. And then you got to understand the first game they played. Everybody said they should have boat raced Arizona. No. So we could be 0-3 right now. So that's the only thing that scares me. But we are 2-1. We 2-1. Going to Philly.
Speaking of 2-1, go ahead, finish your thought.
Okay, we 2-1 going to Philly. I just don't. I never did. I respect Philly, and I'm not knocking at who they are, and what they've done. I just feel like they could beat Philly.
Okay. All right.
Right now, they got to catch them now. As Dion said, you better catch me now. They got to catch them now.
That was, like I said, that would send shockwaves to the whole NFC. The entire NFC will be shook up if they pull out.
Why? If they beat them?
Yeah, because Philly's in a serious look. Philly come out of there 4-0, right? We're banged up, right? So they know they got a leg up on us, right? 49ers probably going to boat race Arizona on Sunday. So they 4-0. See what I'm saying? And we played 49ers. We got the next. So
why you think they're going to boat race Arizona?
They're going to boat race Arizona.
Because, see, you got to understand, Arizona, they ain't getting the memo. They've been in every game.
Facts.
They've been in every game. Every game. They in every game. They've been in every game. So you can't say you know what I mean?
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, bro.
And it's a divisional game.
We'll see. We'll see how that one goes. But speaking of that, 2-1, a shocker took place in Baltimore. The Colts pulled it off on Lamar in the game. Mm-hmm. What's going on in Buffalo with Baltimore? The offense
had 6 starters out, dog. 6 starters.
Oh, they did?
6 starters. Yeah, they had 6 starters out.
That makes sense.
They went for it on that 4th down. They went for it and they had 6 starters out, dog. Come on.
It was a lot of people going for it on 4th down on Sunday, man.
Yeah, but the Baltimore got 6 starters out. 6.
Okay. Let me tell y'all something, Philly fans. I know y'all listen. That Diggs injury changed everything, bro. That Diggs injury changed everything.
I don't think so.
It did.
Really don't.
Like I said, the only thing we can hope for, either he make a move or one of the young boys that I talked about step up. Because if that didn't happen, Philadelphia, boy, we had your cookies, boy. We had your cookies. Did we? We had them boys. We was going to be
confident in them. So you predicted y'all were going to split with them, or what you was going to do this year with them?
This is exactly what happened. Same thing I tell any other Philly fan. What would have happened is this. That game in Philly would have been life or death. It could have went either way. We was going to blow the doors off them in Dallas. Yes, it did. Dallas is exposed.
I don't think so. I think Arizona is better than what people give them credit for. I think, and it was a loss. What was it was a letdown game, man. It was a letdown game. I mean, emotions, how you lost for real. He's your voice. That's like, you feel what I'm saying? Your defense, he's your spirit. You lost that. You lost all of that. You got to adjust. They adjust after they be like, okay, we done lost that. Okay, moving forward. It's about adjustment. The game is about adjustment. They have to adjust. I mean, they didn't lose him the week before. They lost him in practice on, what was it, Thursday?
Thursday or Friday? Thursday.
Oh, my God. I don't know, man. I still, dog, I hate to say it. Dallas is a dangerous team.
We got a lot to fix. You know, Joe Burrow got his first win. Even though I don't know what's going on with the Tennessee Titans, and I don't know what's going on. Cleveland won that game, but I still don't like the way Deshaun looks. But I don't know what's going on with the Tennessee Titans. This is not like them. Derrick Henry is not producing like he normally. D. Hopkins is not doing nothing. What is going on with the Tennessee Titans? Yeah. I don't know.
2 years ago, they had receivers.
They got one now. They got DeAndre Hopkins. You got DeAndre Hopkins and you got Derrick Henry.
He passed his prime, dog. I still like DeAndre. I still like him. But, dog, losing Brown is big. It's big, dog.
They got beat 27-3 by Cleveland.
Who, by Cleveland? Yeah. Cleveland ain't no slouch, though.
Tannehill had 104 yards passing. Derrick Henry had 20 yards rushing. Hopkins had 48-yard receiving.
Cleveland got a defense, dog. Cleveland got a defense.
They got a defense. That defense ain't supposed to do that.
Why not?
One, because unless they got a bunch of injuries, Tennessee has always had a formidable offensive line. They've never had a trash O-line. So what is going on out there? I don't know, but Tannehill did get sacked 5 times. The game of the week is Miami and Buffalo. We can get the next week's games real quick. That is a major game. I think Miami gonna get at them. I don't know. That's a game we need to watch.
What, Miami and Buffalo?
Yes, sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
Gonna be a good one. I think Miami gonna beat them though. Miami gonna beat them by like 14.
I don't care nothing about the Atlanta and Jacksonville game. I don't care.
What's that, Thursday night?
No, Atlanta and Jacksonville is going to be like 9:30 in the morning on Sunday because they're in, what's the name? Thursday night. Now, this is a big, I'm not watching it, but this is a good game. Detroit and Green Bay got some hot sauce on it.
Detroit and Green Bay. That boy Watson come back this week. Watson come back this week too. And Green Bay got some young receivers. They cook, man. They got some good young receivers. That young boy Reed, Dubs, Watson. They got some receivers now. Oh, Aaron Jones come back this week?
Yeah, that's a good game. So that game right there is for first place in that division because both Chicago and Minnesota is 0-3. Who saw that coming?
Detroit already. Who beat Detroit?
Seattle.
Seattle beat Detroit.
So then we got Miami and Buffalo, Baltimore and Cleveland.
In Cleveland, right? It's in Cleveland.
Yeah, they're going to Cleveland.
Baltimore's in Cleveland.
Baltimore going to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, we listen.
It's some good games this week, cause
you got Tampa Bay and New Orleans, Miami and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay and New Orleans, Philly and Washington. Minnesota and Carolina, both of them 0-3. Somebody got to win a game. Pittsburgh and Houston. And let me tell you something. Speaking of Houston, a lot of people ain't shouting enough. That boy C.J. Stroud getting it in. Hey, C.J. Stroud is getting it in.
I like him. I like the kid. People.
Hey, I started him in one of my fantasy leagues this week. Yes, sir.
That boy Dale. That boy Dale. He throwing too. Cooking.
The Raiders and the Chargers, us in New England, Arizona and San Francisco, Kansas City and the Jets, Seattle and the Giants. It's some games, man. It's a lot of teams speaking of that, because it's teams that can't afford to lose that's going to be fighting. Like, ain't none of these games sweet.
No, Seattle and the Giants gonna be a good one, but I think Seattle come back because the
Giants need that game though.
They need it, but Seattle lost that game last week.
No, they didn't.
Oh yeah, they won. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at my thing. Yeah,
the Giants need that game.
The
Giants need that game. They cannot afford to lose that game. They got to put it all on the line. The Giants got to put it on the line against Geno and them.
Who you got? You got Seattle?
If Saquon ain't playing, yes, Seattle. Yeah.
Where they playing at?
Giants. The Giants Stadium.
Well, that little young boy Hyde, man, they get him the ball. He rough. That little rookie wide receiver with the Giants. He all right now. I got the Giants winning that game. They got Breda. Who was their running back? Breda and Brightwell. He got Seattle. Okay. Geno Smith gonna pull it off down there.
It's gonna be an interesting game. Now, last year they fought tooth and nail, and Seattle won at the end. So they've revisited that. Arizona and San Francisco. You say Arizona gonna fight, but I think 49ers gonna boat race them.
I think Arizona gonna put up a fight, man. I think they better than what people think.
Do we beat New England?
Yeah. Yes.
We beat New England?
Yes. Yes, you do. Handedly.
Question mark.
Handedly.
Question mark. Philly didn't even beat them handily, so why we got to beat them handily?
Y'all going to beat them handedly.
Yeah, Kenneth
think
Walker
so.
is a monster. Kenneth Walker, yeah, that boy a monster. Philly didn't even beat them handily. Philly got bailed out that game.
They got bailed out.
With that dumb play that Matt Jones did. That was the dumbest thing ever. Hey, man, listen. He has, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what it is about him, but he goes harebrained at the end of games. Like, bro, what are you thinking about? But yeah. Minnesota, Carolina, somebody got to win that one. I go with Minnesota. I think Houston might sting Pittsburgh. I like what this boy they playing in Houston. I like what CJ Stroud is doing.
That he got some good receivers. He got them young boys. He got Pierce. Defensive line. They
stung Jacksonville Sunday.
Yeah, we don't know what we got with Pittsburgh. Who is Pittsburgh right now? What are they?
They fighting out there. They fighting.
I don't know. I don't have a take on Pittsburgh right now.
They're not an easy out. Let me say that. They're not an easy out.
Yeah.
Cause they fighting out there. Them boys out there scrapping. They are scrapping.
I think he was gonna get them, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. These some games. Atlanta and Jacksonville, Miami, Buffalo. I don't care less about Denver and Chicago. Once somebody got to win it. Can Denver beat Chicago?
Yes. I got Denver beating Chicago.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This game right here is the battle of the pink slip.
What?
One of them coaches getting fired if somebody get blown out in this game.
In Chicago and Denver,
brother. If one of them get blown out in this game here, they both 0-3. They both got shellacked. The highlight of the Kansas City game is everybody talking about Taylor Swift.
I think Denver gonna have a little too much for Chicago.
The Chicago coach might hang around if they get shellacked. But if Sean Payton gets shellacked by Chicago, they're gonna run him and Russell up out of there.
Especially because he had so much to say at the beginning of the year.
All I'm asking for this, look, man, Jerry, get on the phone. They're dumpster fire. They got to get rid of everybody. Go and send a deal for Surtain.
I don't think they're going for nobody. I think they'll pull somebody off that's out there. I don't see them trading for nobody. I think they good. I think they good with what they got, man. I think Diggs is big, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Like you got to put them youngins out there. Listen, I don't want to see Jordan Lewis. You know what I'm saying? But back to Jacksonville, Atlanta. Y'all got one. They both got to win that game. Cleveland and Baltimore. We'll just see what happens. Cincinnati and Tennessee. They both need it. I'm going with Cincinnati. Tennessee looked like a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I got Cincinnati over them. I think they're not where they supposed to be, but I think they're gonna be all right. I think they got enough to beat Tennessee.
I agree.
Right now, I think no, I don't know, man. I mean, because they don't have no answer for Chase.
Man, Tennessee is a dumpster fire right now.
But I don't know, man. That coach get them up, dog. He'll get them up.
Dumpster fire, man. You getting blown out by anybody. Tampa Bay and New Orleans. That's a big game. They both 2-1. That's big.
Where they playing at?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Jameis Winston versus Baker Mayfield.
New Orleans.
Who would have thought that?
They win in New Orleans.
Who would have thought that? Baker Mayfield versus Jameis Winston.
It's hard to win in New Orleans, dog.
Give me Tampa Bay. Give me Tampa Bay.
You got Tampa Bay?
Give me Tampa Bay.
Over Rashid, Michael Thomas.
Give me
Kamara
Tampa
come back this
Bay.
week. Kamara come back this week. You know Kamara come back this week, right?
Right.
Rashid is like that. You got Michael Thomas. You got Ole.
I just traded Michael Thomas today.
I
just traded him today.
Oh, okay. You 3-0 in that other league, in our league, right?
Crash and burn right now. I'm 3-0.
Yeah.
Holding on. I got big injuries though, so I got to work up.
Okay.
All right, man. Kansas City versus the Jets. That should be a blowout. But let's do this, man. Go ahead and tell everybody what you got going on, who you is, who you be, what you got going on, real quick.
All right. Basically, shoot. We in the same spot. We in the same place. Blackout
Black Eye
Media
Media
Room.
Room.
CKB Studios. We like I said, I'm about to drop the Next to Flex. I just got the logo, the Next to Flex Sports podcast. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be once a blue moon. Basically talking fantasy. Um, I will be bringing on, trying to bring on some of my guys. Jo from Tokyo Podcast. My boy Omar Darius. I'm gonna try to bring on you, of course, from time to time. Most of the time it will be at the house. Everybody be on their own, streaming live. We will come in studio here and there if the schedules permit, but it's not no structured joint where it's gonna be like every Friday catch us here. It's gonna be like from time to time we're gonna jump on talking fantasy. All us play fantasy. I want to talk about a lot of fantasy. You know what I mean? Talk about this good NBA coming up. You know what I mean? We're not as well versed in boxing as you are, brother. We can touch on it, but you know what I mean? Of course, we're going to talk about some of the fights. But basically, you know what I mean? It's the little brother of the Let's Talk Sports Y'all podcast. You know what I mean? Really, this is something that a lot of men like to do. Sit down, we're going to be in the studio. We're going to have the cameras rolling, like 4 or 5 cameras. We're going to get the thing looking good. Other than that, we still got the Next to Flex podcast. I'm featured this season on the Tokyo podcast. I'm on that this season to help them out a little bit. Dropping a new shirt. We got the breast cancer awareness coming this month, so we got the shirts. I really want y'all to support me and support the situation. I'm also pushing a campaign about talking about incarcerated black men that's over sentence, and I will be doing a podcast with that. Speaking on my man Chino, I got a lot of records with him. Him talking to him up close and personal that I will be dropping on the podcast. In a campaign with, we found an attorney that can get him out. So we're gonna work on that. So that's what I've been focusing on, the podcast and this right now. Doing a little bit in the music too still, but mostly working on the podcast and stuff right now. And you know where to find me, at BZL the Truth, at CKB Studios, at CME Studios, at Next to Flex _ Next to Flex. And once you find one of them, you can find everything else.
All right, man. I go by the name AK the Apostle. Once again, this is Let's Talk Sports, y'all. And by the way of announcements, first of all, I'd like to say we are happy to announce and thanking God that, we are now in partnership. Let's Talk Sports, y'all, is now in partnership with Bowie State University. So going forth, you'll see me working with a lot of different, kids from the Bowie State University. They're going to be doing things like sports management, sport promotion. They're going to actually do interviews. They're actually going to come on here time and time, do their own analysts and all that. And we're just going to build with Bowie State. So shout out to my team. I will introduce them to everybody very, very soon. But, Bowie State and Let's Talk Sports, y'all, are now officially a partnership, and they are part of the Let's Talk Sports, y'all, team. Also, we're gonna get some more structured content. We're gonna come through with set time. So with that being said, we will be looking for sponsors. We will be looking for grants, but at the same time, drop in the comment section what is the best time for you to watch, whatever your favorite sports podcast is. If you had a favorite time, at what time of the day would be it, what type of, structure you would like to see. We would love to hear from you and all that. So please drop that in the comment section. We will be sending out questionnaires and things like that and so forth. Also, by being AK the Apostle, I'm going to drop this nugget right now. Coming soon, Next to Flex is going to put together in studio live concert with yours truly, AK the Apostle, coming soon. So look out for that announcement. We're gonna go ahead and get that together. And like I said, man, everything's good. And thank God for y'all rocking with us this stretch of time. We got more content coming your way. So with that being said, we're gonna get out of here, Bezel, and shout out to everybody. Oh yeah, we will be back with Boxing Talks tomorrow at 2:00. Peace.
All right.